selective outrage. Helen Zeely is German. Miss Vanessa is South African. They are going in on her. She's Nigerian, while Helen Zeely over here, German, is is on the world stage as a South African politician, parliamentarian. This is mind-boggling to me. Welcome, guys. Welcome back to the WSXM channel. You don't know, my name is Stefan. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. And my mantra, you don't know, a united Africa is an undisputed Africa. So, I did a video concerning the controversy that's going on in Miss South Africa pageant in South Africa, where they are saying Miss Vanessa, she's not South African because her father is Nigerian. So they're saying she's a Nigerian, she must go back to Nigeria. And she's getting a lot of hate, a lot of backlash for this because even though her father is Nigerian, her mother is South African, reportedly. So, why am I saying this? Why am I pointing this out? Look at her, that's her there. You see? Watch her features and her color. Now, take a look at this other picture. That's Miss Wang. Did you heard her last name? Miss Wang. That tells you exactly which country she's from. Her ethnicity, not her citizenship, her ethnicity. That means she's of the Asian descent. Asian people is her. That means her parents definitely not from South Africa. But she's not getting the backlash and vitriol as what Miss Vanessa is getting. But also take a look at this other picture. This is Miss Mia. She's also a contestant. Again, check out her features. Then you have this other young lady. Her name is Neolane. If I'm not mispronouncing it, sorry. She's also in the pageant. Take a look at her feature. No one is saying a word about these young ladies cannot represent South Africa on the world stage. By just looking at them, you can tell they're not South African. But yet, no one is saying anything about this. And let me show you the hypocrisy of some of these people. Take a look at some of these messages I got on the first video. You talking about something you know nothing about. That's one. Number two, we're not racist for protecting our cultures and identity. South Africa is not a free for all buffet. We are a sovereign country and unapologetically patriotic. You can sit there, insult us, and spew ill-informed facts about South African politics. Continue. Acquaint yourself with South Africa laws first, especially when it comes to migration. No, sir, we don't have these parties as a result of what you're saying. It's called choice and democracy. We won't vote for corrupt politicians in the name of black. But I had said that's one of the reasons why South Africa government and is so fragmented because of the vitriol they have for each other and the dislike they have for each other. Keep that in mind. So listen to what Guyton Mackenzie from the PA party said in an interview earlier. Listen to
I
this.
will still hold the view that no Nigerian, no Zimbabwean, no Italian, no American should become Mr. South Africa. Miss South Africa. Why then? There's Miss World for those things. There's Miss Universe for those things. But South Africa, Miss South Africa is an ambassador of the country, is a person that will export our culture, is a person that will export our way of life to the world, is a person that will go and make sure people want to visit our country.
So, do you hear that's Gaito? And he's the one who's saying if she's not South African, she has to get out. Mind you, her mother is South African. And let's take a look at this next picture. I'm gonna bring it all together, but just keep it in mind what I'm saying. Trevor Noah, that's him there meeting President Ramaphosa. His father is from Switzerland. His mother is South African. What's the difference between Trevor Noah and Miss Vanessa? And Trevor Noah is accepted globally as a South African. Why? Is it because of his popularity or because of selective outrage? Because he's not South African according to them. Okay, let's hold that thought as well. Hold that thought as well. So anyway, let's now look at Helen Zeely from the DA party. Helen Zeely, that's her there, and also the head of the party, John Stevenson. If he's a, he his grandparents are Dutch nationals. They moved to South Africa in 1926. So his bloodline is Dutch. Miss Helen Zeely, this is her autobiography, a slump of it. Helen Zeely was born in Johannesburg Yes, married and have two sons. But listen to the most important part. Her parents fled Germany during the war and went to England. From there, they immigrated to South Africa. So, Gaito Mackenzie is saying he's going in on this young lady. She's not South African. Helen Zeely, both parents are German. So, how is it Miss Helen Zeely is one of the most powerful white women in South Africa, and she's the second most powerful woman in South Africa? How is that? How is he in mom? He's not saying a word about Helen Zeely not being South African, and she's making laws. She's over ministries. She have say over how the country goes because she's in power now with the ANC party. How is it? And this is just two people I looked at. Imagine if I looked at more people in the DA party who would have know their background is not from South Africa. But yet, selective outrage. Helen Zeely is German. Miss Vanessa is South African. They are going in on her. She's Nigerian, while Helen Zeely over here, a German, is is on the world stage as a South African politician, parliamentarian. This is mind-boggling to me. So you see, it is selective outrage. And when you see the comments saying why I'm talking about something I don't know about, this is what I know of. This is facts. Helen Zeely is German. John Stettinson is Dutch. Miss Vanessa is her mother is South African. But yet, everybody's not looking at this side. Trevor Noah, father is he's from Switzerland. He's a white man. His mother is South African. No one is saying Trevor Noah is not a South African. But they are going in at this young lady. Miss Wang, the Asian South African, it's okay for her to represent South Africa on the world stage, even though she's Asian and she don't speak the languages either. Miss Mia, same thing. The white lady, the two white other contestants. There's more of them in it, but I just pick these two because I didn't want to make the video too long. All of these people have I don't have backgrounds are from Europe, Holland, Germany. It's all of them get a pass, but the black lady from Nigeria, she's the one I have an issue with. And they're gonna tell me I must know what I'm talking about before I come and talk and don't bash South Africans. Yes, I have to because this is discrimination against your own. You're discriminating against your own. There is even a petition with over 7,000. The last time I checked, it have almost 8,000 signatures for her to get kicked off the pageantry. That's how far they're going and texting and messaging her. Mind you, it's reported her mother is South African. And so, what about her grandparents on her mother's side? Where are they from? Regardless, you cannot treat an African as an outsider, but you're treating outsiders as African and accept them. White outsiders to be specific and Asian. It's okay for them, but the black sister from with a half her lineage is from Nigeria. No, that is the issue. This is the hill the politicians are diving in on. Gaito Mackenzie, of all persons, he's a moron at this point. He's an idiot. You are in a government with Helen Zeely. You signed an agreement to serve with her. So you will serve with a white woman from Germany, but you have an issue with a black Nigerian, half South African to represent South Africa. But you're okay with Helen Zeely being representing South Africa on the world stage. The world stage. And this, as I said, this is just two of the DA members that I looked at, the two most popular ones. They are not South African. So I can imagine if I go down the list of DA members, and DA is the second biggest party in South Africa. They have a lot of black voters, and I have a lot of black members. So what does this tells you about when they are signing up with outsiders and then they are saying, for instance, Julius Malema from the EFF party is not South African because one of his parents, I think, is from Zimbabwe. Even though he was born in South Africa to a South African parent. I don't remember which one, but they have a problem with. But Helen Zeely, who is German, no one has an issue with. She's welcome with open arms to go to the highest level in the country. What if she becomes vice president or become president? Yeah, you can imagine. At some point, we have to stop looking at our differences and watch our what we have in common, and we cannot put back colonizers in places of power to have any power over any African ever again. That's my take, and I'm gonna die on this hill. No colonizers, Europeans must have any form of power on the continent of Africa in any African country. Those days are done because they don't even speak the local languages. They are saying Miss Vanessa doesn't speak Zulu, and that's her mother's from the Zulu nation. She don't speak Bantu and the other language. But yet most almost majority of the DA party members don't speak no other language in Southern Africa but English and their mother tongue, like the German or Afrikaner. Cause you see, Afrikaner is a mixture of European language with African language. It's not like a genuine African language. It's not well spoken on the continent. So they don't take the time out to learn the South African languages, but you're attacking this young lady for not speaking Bantu because you see the delusion. This is why Bob Marley, one of Bob Marley's famous quotes. I don't know if the quote originated with him, but he did say, "Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds." Take that. That's mean a colonized mindset. Cause you love your oppressors. You put your oppressors above your brothers and sisters. It's like Stockholm syndrome. You fall in love with who brutalize you, who treat you the worst way possible, and those are the people they are sucking up to. Helen Zeeley, John Stateless, and other DA members who are white colonizers, Europeans, Germans, Dutch, English, and you know what? Let me just stop it here because I'm starting to rattle off a few things and it's gonna get me upset. I can't continue down this train of thought because it blows my mind that South Africans are being racist against their own people, and it is racism and discrimination. Who don't like it? Well, too bad, but that's what it is, and I don't show you proof of it. So don't not come back into my message back and telling me um I'm being what's the word? One comment made I'm sarcastic. No, I'm not sarcastic. I'm pissed off the level of disrespect this young lady is getting, while Helen Zeeley, German, is scot free. The Dutch leader of the DA party, he's Dutch. And that's just two members I looked at. I didn't look at the rest because I didn't have the time to dive deeper. Imagine if I take a deeper dive, what I would find. And Gaito Mackenzie is a moron on the highest level because he's attacking this young lady before he go. He don't know if she's South African or not. Go find out before you come and making these wild accusations. But no, you're picking at the low. Instead of how you call that again? The easy to reach fruit because she's less known and she don't have no popularity and she don't have that like that Trevor Noah kind of popularity. You can target her, but no one is targeting Trevor Noah as well. Who again? His father is from Switzerland. His mother is so it's the same thing with Miss Vanessa as with Trevor Noah, but one is accepted, one is not. Ooh, I wonder why. Anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. I don't know how that is already. Tell a friend, I know. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Boom.